Alright guys, today we're going to be making a pan flute, which is very common in the Andes. And I want to go step by step so you know exactly what to do. First of all, you're going to start with 10 straws. Each 10 straw is going to be a different one. Make sure you get one of each kind that you want. And so the first step is to get 10 straws. After that, you're going to go to the cutting station, and you're going to take all your straws and make sure there's only there's going to be 4 people at the cutting station. And you're going to take the first straw, and there's 10 measuring rectangles, and you're going to measure. So here's your first straw, and you're going to measure. And the good thing about this is the first one is exactly the length of the longest straw, because each straw is going to be a different length. So the first one you don't have to do anything with, so you're done on that one. Then you're going to take your second straw, and you're going to get your second little measuring rectangle, and you're going to take a look at it. You can do one of two things. You can either cut it using your measuring rectangle and the scissors, or if you would rather, you can take your Sharpie and you can put a little mark where the end of it should be, and then you can cut it. Boom. And there you have your first cut straw. Notice they're different lengths. So now you have 2 of those. Don't get confused. Each one of these will be numbered. And then take your next straw, measure it. I'm not gonna use the Sharpie. I'm just gonna cut. Okay. So I've got my next size, and I'm just gonna go through every single straw just like that. And there's gonna be a big giant mess of straw stuff all over the place. But the good news is we're using paper straws, which are recyclable. And here's my next step. You're going to go to the hot glue station. All of these are low temperature glue sticks, but I will say they will still burn you. Not badly, but if you're just touching the metal, it's going to hurt. Okay, so please don't touch this metal part. Only thing you need to touch is the plastic, okay, and the trigger. Now this is important that you watch very carefully how to do this. You want to make sure you start with your big straw, and on the side of it, you don't want to glue it up at the top or down at the bottom. You want to glue it probably about 1/3 of the way down, and you'll see why in a minute. I'm just going to put a little tiny dab of hot glue on here, set this down. Then I'm going to get my oven. Got to do this quick because hot glue melts pretty fast. Or I'm sorry, hardens fast. Make sure that this is even. You want one side to be flat and the other side to be angled. Then we'll take, this will go pretty quick. Make sure I glue my next one right in the same sort of area, just a little dot. And I'm gonna do my next one. All right, you wanna make sure they kind of stay side by side because they're gonna be straight. All right, I'll do my next one. You want to make sure you don't get your straws out of order, because you want a nice slant on one side and straight on. So you see what I have? I'm holding it by one of them that are already stuck together, okay? It's not perfect, but it's close. All right, and I'll bring it closer to the camera. You can see that. All right. So now my next step is it so that I can actually wear it around my neck. So I'm gonna take some string. It's already pre-cut. I've got several different colors. You just get your color of your choice. This is navy blue. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on each side of my straw, okay? And I wanna come down about, I'd say about an inch. Well, actually what I wanna do is I wanna go all the way from the top, and I want to go down to the where like this little area line of where I glued. And actually, what I would do is I would actually glue instead of doing the sides. You can do the sides if you want, but I would actually do the back. I would glue a nice little thing of glue right down the back, just like that. So I do one side at a time because, like I said, it dries very fast. So here's the first one. Just a little stream of glue. All right. And I'm going to take this end and just kind of place it on top of that glue and hold it there for a minute so it will stay in place and dry. And I'm going to do the exact same thing for the other one, other side. I'm gonna make a stream all the way down, just like the other side. And again, make sure you kind of hold it in place and don't touch the glue either because it's hot as well. You burn yourself. Okay, so now I've got this pan flute and I'm able to like hold it because it's already dry enough. So far, and I'm not quite done yet because I want to decorate it. I want to make it semi-authentic, like the people of the Andes. So I've got my, actually let me show you what it looks like on the very back. So you can see how I glued it, okay? All right, there'll be some other feathers, other colors that you can choose on. It shows black and whatever color that is. Fun purple blue. All right, and so what I'm going to do with that, I'm going to take, and I want my feather to kind of go out rather than in. Obviously that's up to you. If you want to go in, that's fine. But ones that I normally see are usually kind of out like that. Okay. So what I'll do is I'm going to put some glue on the side, just like I did with the strings. So I want to glue these beautiful feathers on here. And I'm going to glue this part of the feather and just kind of place it on there and let it sit for a minute, and it'll, you know, dry really fast. Then I'm going to do the same thing for the other side, the other feather. So I'm going to put some more glue. Be sure not to go too crazy with the glue. It can get pretty messy. I'm going to put that on the side. I'm still not quite done. I've got one more little step. I want to kind of hide some of that glue as much as I can. So I've got some tape. This one, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got some of my favorite things like bacon and eggs, donuts. I see a big gnarly burger on here. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some tape, and I've got a big, huge assortment of tape that you can choose from. I've got some solid colors as well. And I'm gonna take this tape, and I'm gonna make sure the back of it is right where is where the string is. So this is the front of it. So what I want to do, I want to make sure that I tape this. The seam is going to be in the back. So what I want to do is I'm going to start right here in the back, and I'm going to go right here where all the glue was, and I'm going to tape it, and I'm going to go all the way around as even as I can and kind of tape this thing into place even though there's glue on it. Okay, I'm going to come back around. I'm going to come all the way around. I'm going to get my scissors, make a nice cut. And now I have my semi-authentic Andes type panpipe, and you feel free to play and kind of listen to it, and you'll also take a look at the video that I'll post with someone playing an actual panpipe and how to play it, and then we'll have you write about it, and that's what you have. Thank you.